second day in the zombie apocalypse started off just like the first day ended. Hiding alone in the dark in the cabin that I'd found earlier. But as dawn broke, I was very happy to hear the end of the wolves I'd heard outside and the footsteps of zombies trudging around. So I went right to work. Getting out of the cabin, I immediately confronted a couple zombies. Took them out. I used my new bow, but noticed I was low on arrows. I then took my backpack I'd found and set it down, putting some of the heavier items I was carrying in it so I wouldn't be burdened with their extra weight. Knowing they were items I didn't need immediately, it would help me to move around faster as I went back through the cabin and cleared it out. I saw a lot of zombies wandering around outside, so I took out the ladder and the stone support to make sure none of them could sneak up behind me. I then started to clear the cabin out again. As before, the first zombie was easy, the second zombie a little more difficult, and even as I fought this zombie, I could hear others outside starting to gather, attracted by the noise. I made my way through the cabin. In the second room where there were the 3 zombies, I agitated one. And as he came after me, the second one joined in. My flimsy knife broke, so I tried to get to a spot where the zombies couldn't reach me. Seeing the female stuck, I snuck around, finished off the big male, and then snuck back into the room. Knowing there was still a zombie in there somewhere, I shut the door to use it as defense against the remaining zombie from the first fight. She managed to sneak through, and as I was fighting her, I woke up the second zombie in the room and was now facing 2 zombies yet again. Again, I used the door as a shield, but continued to hear zombies on the exterior of the building, banging on the walls, breaking wood, breaking stone. I knew they were going to get in fairly soon. I thought about going downstairs, but I decided to stay up and wait and see what happened with the zombies trying to break in. I did find the missing supplies that the trader sent me to find. Got that out of the way. Grabbed some supplies that were lying around. Went back into the original room and looted it to get it cleared out, wondering where the zombies would break in and how far I could get. And then I found it. They busted through the wall. So I took care of them, and as I was fighting the first zombie, other zombies were attracted, seeing that as a opportunity to possibly break through and get in. So I finished them off. My spear was working excellently. I was able to hit them, but their reach wasn't long enough to hit me from that point. So the spear was really doing a great job. Now, there was a zombie trying to bust in the front door, but I decided to ignore that zombie and just make my way down into the basement, get that cleared out. I knew there was still a zombie down here. Now this time, the zombie down in the basement did wake up before I got down there and easily shoved me up the ladder and out the hatch. She was a big, tough lady. I'm gonna use the door as defense, and she made mincemeat of it. But I did manage to finish her off. They were still beating on that front door, but hadn't gotten through yet, so I figured it was a great window of opportunity to duck down into the basement and grab anything I could down there. Found some food, which made me very happy. I was having trouble with food. I was hungry. The zombie had obviously busted through the front door. Tried to get him back. And again, I was going to use the door downstairs as a shield, but did not close it in time. But it was okay. I managed to take him out. Got some excellent food out of the Shamway box, and then got a first piece of armor, some scrap iron boots, heavy and clunky, but effective. I used my pick to open the lock in the tool chest, got some basic tools. Then I found a latch, pulled it, and opened a cellar door, which also had a zombie beating away at it. I was able to use the door this time as defense. Now with the cabin all cleared out and having the supplies, I made my way back outside. Oh, first took out another zombie at the service window. I realized the other zombie had busted through the front door and another one could wander in at any second. Made my way back out to the backpack. Traded out some things, some items I didn't really need for the heavy items that I'd left in there. And then made my way back to the trader. Back at the trader, I went to my carpenter's table and put some of the heavier items in there again to make my movement a little better so I wouldn't be encumbered. Just basically using the carpenter's table as some storage for now. Really needed to get a base set up. Back in the trader, I turned in the missing supplies that they were looking for and was given the option of rewards along with some money. The reward wasn't great. It was some schematics on how to make pants, but why not?
That's all you're gonna buy. I'll let you show yourself
Anything's useful in the zombie apocalypse. Then I checked his available missions, and he did have a few things like a restaurant and that sort of thing, but I did see a laundromat as an option. Now, the benefits of a laundromat is I could get some better clothing and possibly some armor. So yeah, I decided to go to the laundromat. Now back out at the carpenter's table, there were a few things I needed. I decided to make a bone knife to replace the flimsy knife that I'd had on my original bag. I needed some more arrows. I wanted to make a wooden club. And I wanted to make some primitive repair kits. So I spent the next couple of hours gathering all the materials I needed to make all of those things. Sticks, grass, resin. It was just so much, and it just kept dragging on and on. in the end, I had the bone knife that I wanted, a few arrows, a new club, and a couple of primitive repair kits. So I made my way towards the laundromat, which happened to be towards a more populated part of the city, which worried me. On the way there, I was looting vehicles, and in this Mopower electronics truck, I found my first schematics of items that I would never build, so I went ahead and scrapped them to get research data, which I could then use to build and design other things. Again, as I'm going into the city, a more populated area, I did find, like I said, I was looting vehicles, and in this one I found some more schematics, and they actually did have some other beneficial things, batteries, scrap iron, but they were too heavy for me to carry around. We found a hospital, deserted, parking lot filled with cars. I would love to have looted them all, but I could hear that in the parking lot was also zombies, including a spider zombie or hunter zombie, which can be especially nasty, so I booked it out of there. I always made sure to check these newspaper racks. Sometimes they could have stashes of magazines, old books, paper, schematics, recipes, so check those out. Now I went to the laundromat. Once I got here, I was hungry again, so I was checking around for food. The vending machine was broken, but I did find some dog food. Hey, in the zombie apocalypse, you take what you can get, so I ate the dog food. Now, this was actually my second time going through the laundromat. I went through it first just to see if there were any scraps left over. Not much. So going through the second time, I activated the quest and started going through the building. It started off going on the roof, took out a zombie up there, grabbed the supplies that the trader needed, and then dropped down into the laundromat proper. Well, that can be dangerous sometimes. In this case, the zombies were still sleeping, so I was okay. Took out a couple zombies in this main room. Realized I was now out of arrows. I did have a few iron arrows that I'd looted, so I started using those. And with those two zombies cleared, I checked all of the washing machines and dryers, and did find some useful items, some more armor, some clothing to sell that's worth some money, some better clothing, better pants, better shirt, BDU items, scrap iron helmet. I wasn't going to wear that, so I grabbed that to sell. And I started to get weighed down again. A lot of good items in that one. Some thread, some money. This was great. Find this jacket. When you wear it, it helps you run faster. So I definitely threw that on just in case I needed it. Looked good. I'd also found a football helmet. Make my way to the back and into the zombies back there. I think in this laundry room there were 3 zombies, I think, altogether. Letting them through the door one by one, I took them out. Much safer than taking on all 3 at the same time. And I started to hear some noises outside that were making me nervous. This was one of my best finds here. In this bag, I got a scrap shotgun. Now, it's better than a pipe shotgun because it gives you 3 shots instead of just 1. Sometimes better than a double-barreled shotgun, which only gives you 2 shots, but not as good as the pump shotgun, which gives you like 6 shots, I think. But very happy to get that, and I happen to have some shotgun ammo on me already, so that made me feel a little bit better. But as I was going through, I heard the noises increasing outside, and I knew the zombies knew I was inside now, so I didn't have a lot of time. But I did want to loot as much as I could, see if I could find some more items to defend myself against the zombies that were getting ready to barge in. Like finding some more shotgun shells was good. Maybe some more armor. A little bit of leg armor there, that was good. Some excellent food, so I'll be in good shape for food for a while. Hearing them busting at the door, I knew they were going to get through any second, but this was a shotgun Messiah box, so I figured it was worth it to try to get into it, see if there's anything that could help. And not much. So now, being very burdened, and knowing they were going to bust in any second, I decided to toss some of the heavier items into this commercial washing machine. I figured I could just mark where it was and I'd be okay. Closed that door as I knew they were busting through. I knew they would come straight this way. This way being much easier to get to than going through the iron door. That also gave me an idea. Since they'd all charged through, I could duck back outside, which was a much safer place to be than inside. There was no other way out of the building other than that door. So I knew I had to get outside to give me room to flee or fight. And now I had them channeled as they came up the stairway. And a fantastic place to bottleneck them and start to shoot them. A couple lucky shots to take out 2 zombies at once. And by now I heard the noise had quieted down, so I thought maybe I was down to the last couple at least. Just took this one out with my club. Didn't want to use the shotgun too much, because it might attract zombies from other POIs. Now, sounds like there were still some zombies stuck inside the building, which made me nervous. But what I decided to do was I had to take out the bottom rung of this ladder. I saw it was getting close to nighttime, and without the bottom rung, the zombies wouldn't be able to get up to me. And the ladder being made of metal and my pick being made of stone, it took quite a while, and all the time hearing the zombies banging and growling, I thought any second they were going to bust through and start hitting me, and then I wouldn't be able to get that ladder done. But I did get through it, and just as I got the last run done, I got hit by something. I don't know, maybe something inside. Made my way upstairs where now they could not reach me in any way. Ducked down into a corner as I did the first night, and prepared to spend the night hidden away on the roof of the laundromat. This is how I would spend my night. Tomorrow I would need to start to look for a base to start building my workbenches. But at least I was alive.